Hey, this is part 2 of a 2-part series. If you already watched the first one, then ignore me and continue watching. But if you haven't seen that one yet, make sure you click the button below to go see the first part, because otherwise you'll be missing stuff, and I'll be sad. Alright, so we are into Unova, which is Gen 5.
This is where I came back.
And we're starting with Snivy, Servine, and Superior.
I'll let other people go first.
So I'm going to start this one because Snivy irks me, and it is not entirely his fault. So Snivy and Servine are both the grass snake Pokemon, and that's fine. You can totally see that. But they both have hands and feet, and Superior doesn't, and Superior looks so cool. I think is probably the best snake Pokemon they've ever made. I wish they had had the balls to make him a snake the entire time.
He's a regal Pokemon.
Yeah, he's not the grass snake anymore. He's the regal one at the end, which I find it's fine. He does look kind of like he's wearing a bit of a cape. Servine looks like kind of sinister and maybe like a Viziri type thing, and I think that's kind of cool too. I think Snivy is probably one of the closest to having a cool base starter. All that said, there's just something about the trio that irks me. And it's one of those things I think is just a personal taste thing, because I can't fully put my hand on it.
No, I like him a lot. I agree, though. I think it would flow better and would be cuter if you remove the legs at the very least. And it's like, those legs aren't going to support you. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
What are those doing there?
And it's a shame, because I really like it otherwise.
I'm going to disagree entirely with both of them.
Really?
Unless something comes up, I pretty much already know what my favorite grass Pokemon is, and it's this one.
No, fair enough.
I adore every single thing about every single one of them. I love Snivy. I think when I first saw him, I was like, unquestioningly, he will be my starter, like, before I played the game. Like, when Black and White were coming out,
fair enough,
and I saw the starters, I was just like, that thing is awesome. And that's basically what turned me on to grass Pokemon in general. As a whole, was I was just like, he is so cool looking, he is both cute and badass. When he becomes,
Superior?
Yes, or Servine. I think when he becomes Servine, he like becomes even cooler looking. Like the collar becomes more.
I like Servine's collar.
I think
Snivy's like
I think the little
doesn't make any
hands
sense to me.
almost start to blend in with his back grass, and I think that's kind of cool. And I can almost like see almost like a fin-like effect to him. I think Superior is quite possibly one of the prettiest Pokemon they've ever made.
Supposed to be walking, or are they in the water? Because if it's like
all Pokemon like that don't fly walk. Basically, when you watch them in the animations, there's I think he'll probably he hovers, I believe.
No, he's on the ground.
Is he on the ground?
Yeah, he's a snake.
But I don't know. And also just pointing out, he does actually still have arms.
Yes, he does. I actually just saw that.
Yeah, he does still have.
Which actually bugs me more. So after Snivy, we're going to Tepig, Pignite, and Emboar. And again, I fucking adore their names. Okay, so for my fire starter, Tepig is cute.
Wicked fire starter.
Nice. But again, that's kind of like saying grass is green. Like almost all the starters are cute to start with.
Except Totodile.
Except Totodile. His like little, I don't really dig his little like face crest thing, and it completely disappears. It definitely to me feels like, oh, there's yellow on the other two. Put yellow on the first one. Pignite, I think, is actually genuinely adorable. I don't particularly care for his curly cute tail, but I like the chubby luchador thing. I think he's really cute. Emboar pours the shit out of me.
it's like the starter's really cute, and then I lose interest entirely. I like the starter. He looks like a little pig bumblebee. Okay. Somehow, I don't know what it is.
Pig bumblebee.
Like I think it's like kind of like the little curly cool tail, like it's the colors kind of things all round.
Sure.
It'll open like oh no his mouth, and then I don't know what happens entirely.
In direct contrast to how much I like Snivy, I don't like any of them.
And we're gonna finish off with Oshawott, Duat, and Samurott, who are the Sea Otter, Discipline, and Formidable Pokemon. I hate their typing. I like Duat a lot. Once again, it's like pluck him out, make him his own Pokemon, it's fine. Or redesign the other two around him and it would have been fine. I, at one point, really liked Samurott, and from a...
I just don't notice his tail. His tail's dumb.
Yeah, from a gameplay perspective, I still use him basically all the time, because he can learn Surf. I think he's supposed to resemble a samurai's helmet and armor.
No, I'm sure. I saw that.
But it doesn't really come through. Like, he's lost his kind of, like, cute little whiskers and grown a beard out of whiskers. And he's just kind of a mess. And again, like, sea otter, sea lion, I guess?
For me, like, if you just, like, cut out Duat's face, nothing else, just, like, trace his face.
Mm-hmm.
Face is cute. I don't like anything about any of the rest of them.
So let's go trio. I'll start this one because for me this is a tough region, period. And even though I have problems with them, I still have to give it to Snivy.
Of course, like, is there?
I know you're giving it to Snivy.
Snivy.
Yeah. I don't really want to give it to Snivy, but the other two are such train wrecks that I don't have a choice.
It's just like, you're also disappointing. I have to pick the least disappointing one. For me, it's just like
it's gonna get.
You could be the best ever. You're still not as good.
It's about to get more disappointing. So before we go into these, before we even look at them, there is a theme to these three. There's a theme to all of them, technically.
Which I think I guessed.
You got very close. The theme is basically old JRPGs. So they represent respectively the warrior, the rogue, and the mage.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with Chespin, Quilladin, and C.H.E.E.T.A.H, who is supposed to be the warrior. Chespin, I think
I guessed that it was samurai, ninja, and mage.
Which is what you said,
like,
but you were very close. I was trying to hide them from you, but you were watching me edit. Chespin has a cute face, but is so fucking dumb looking everywhere else. Quilladin, I usually like chubby things. Quilladin is like a sphere with bits like popping out of him. It doesn't make any sense. C.H.E.E.T.A.H is, I think, actually cool. I like the draped armor and like what looks like the wraps, but he doesn't look anything like the other two.
Unless the other ones are just horrific. No.
They're not great.
But no, I will say, like, weirdly, in direct contrast to the whole like cut out Duat's face, and it's the only good part of any of it. Cut out C.H.E.E.T.A.H's face and remove it and put something cooler in there, because the rest of the body design is pimpin'.
Okay, so next up we're going to Fennekin, Braixen, and Delphox. It's a Fennec Fox. Fennec Foxes are adorable. I can't get over the ear tufts. They look cute on Fennekin. Like, it's acceptable. On Braixen, they have a joint. And then Delphox, what fuck? It has more hair coming out of its ears than it does on the rest of its fucking body. I love the fire wand design. I think it's ingenious. I'm so glad they didn't just set its tail on fire. Why isn't Braixen holding it instead of sticking it in its tail?
I actually kind of like it. I think the third generation, which is really pretty, if it was on its own, would be even better. I think it's a little too overly elegant in some ways, especially I think it's the color change.
Okay.
It looks
so much more red all of a sudden.
So much more red, so much older and like more majestic.
I really like Fennekin. I think Fennekin's really cute. It's very simple, but it's okay.
Simple's okay.
Simple's okay. I don't particularly love Braixen. Once again, the stick in the tail is kind of weird. Like, I'm not sure what they were going with there, but if I cut that out, I think it's an okay thing. And I really love Delphox. I wish Delphox was in the previous generation, so you would have had Superior and Delphox.
Alright, and then the final one for this one, representing the rogue, we have Froakie, Frogadier, and Greninja.
Wait a goddamn second. Is his scarf...
It's his tongue.
His tongue?
Yes. Which is...
That's
super gross, but I kind of like it.
I'm very conflicted about that. I don't know if I like or dislike that. I really can't.
I love it. I think it's great.
I hope his neck is clean because he's wrapping his tongue around.
I don't think he cares. Froakie's kind of cute, but definitely falls into the cute but boring starters for me. Frogadier is almost interesting. I like that he kind of looks like he's up to something.
Sure.
And you can see what will be the beginnings of the ninja thing because his bubbles have become his scarf.
Sure.
And that's fine. I feel what they should have done was make Greninja's scarf his bubbles and done something else with Frogadier to draw that parallel because Greninja loses all of his bubbles. I see the theme at least. It does connect because even like Froakie looks kind of clunky, but that the bunch of bubbles behind him is actually meant to mimic like early anime dexterous and ninja characters. Happosai is a good example, where he has the bag on his back.
Sure.
So I can see the theme, and then he gets like lithe, and he gets the scarf, and then the scarf becomes his tongue, which I hated it at first, and now I kind of love it.
I wouldn't get that those would be connected at all. I don't think any of them are cute, even the starter, or the first form of it. It's like, I think it's very lazy across the board.
I love frogs a lot.
You do?
I collect frog like sculptures. No, I don't think Froakie is cute. I think he looks fucking weird. Frogadier is kind of cool looking. One thing to say, he looks like he's up to something. He looks shifty. He looks like he would hang out with Charmeleon.
I'm doing
and they would
stuff.
like break into places together. Greninja doesn't look like he came from the other ones.
No.
The tongue thing I'm split on. I both think it's funny and also really stupid. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think that I really, really, really like the design of his feet.
I think I already know where you guys are falling.
Fennekin to Delphox. Mostly just because I think Delphox looks awesome, and Braxton doesn't look bad enough to ruin the line for me.
Fair enough. I am going to give it to Froakie, just because I can at least... I can see the connection, and I hate the other two so much. It's basically winner by default for me.
Sure. And you?
Yeah,
Fennekin.
I like to get across the board.
This one, we're not really even going to judge, because there was a leak a little while ago from a fairly reliable leak source for the Alolan starters. We know what all their first... Alola, yeah. No, Alolan. Oh, I might have written that down wrong. I think it's Alolan.
Pretty sure it's Alola.
Whatever. For the Gen 7 game, for Sun and Moon.
We'll put it up here correctly.
Yeah. So we know what all their first forms are, and then there's these cool little sketches that look like final forms, but this new region, the entire shtick is that old Pokemon have new forms. We don't know the middle steps, and these could be wrong, or it's been floated that the starters might actually have different final evolutions based off their gender, which has never happened before. To start off, we have Litten, which I like the name of. She's C.H.E.E.T.A.H.
Fire Cat.
It's cute.
If those sketches are to be believed, it's clearly going to be a firefighting game.
See, that's... When I first saw Litten, I was just like, ooh, black and red. Dark Fire. I want it to be Dark Fire. People are still saying it's Dark Fire, but based off those sketches, it's firefighting.
I will say, like, if the sketches are anything to go off of, I do like it.
It's so badass looking.
I like especially that one on the bottom left, that
come on. Yeah. And then like
cool.
the middle one there is like a bunch of kids like sleeping on it.
Yeah,
which gives me kind of like a lion vibe. I think it's brilliant. Like, if
we're cat people.
Yeah.
Also, if you couldn't tell with the cat in this one's lap over here. Like, it's cute as hell.
It's cute and
I want to see what that
awesome.
middle step is to see how it gets from adorable
to that.
To pimp.
From there, we're going to go to Popplio. Popplio got an incredible amount of hate upon release.
I think it's cuter than Oshawott.
Exactly. Like, having gone back through them, I don't love its design. The pink nose, I still think is kind of dumb.
It's a little weird.
Just because of how big it is. But
yeah, I think it's cute too.
But it's so small that, like, looking at this,
if this is the final,
it's so pretty.
Oh my god,
it's so pretty.
It's my favorite final form. If that's what we're
and
going with.
I think
that could go with the
so pretty.
the Delphox and the Superior for like the aren't we pretty
exactly
trio.
So they think that it will be Water Fairy, which totally makes sense based off of that look. It's also what is making people think that this might be the split, because this is one of the most overtly feminine-looking starters that we've ever seen.
Sure.
So that's all still up in the air as well. And then we end with Rowlet, who is so fucking cute.
So love it. So for it.
If Rowlet ends up as this thing in the bottom.
So cool, by the way.
It might actually be my favorite starter of all time, because it's basically Robin Hood the Owl. It uses its feathers as arrows. I love this idea.
And like it is cute as hell already. And then that final thing looks pimp as hell.
And like, look at its face. It's got like goggles
Robin
on.
Hood, or even like Robin, like Batman, like classic, like green and red. It's like very.
I love it.
Oh my god.
It could
my fingers crossed.
It could be grass steel because it's got like the arrows. It might also end up being grass flying, which would still be fine.
It could just be grass because nobody likes fucking grass starters.
No, if that's not what it is, they should pay attention and just do that.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
So hopefully that pans out, but we'll see. So to wrap this up, we're gonna go type by type. To kind of break some ties that we've got on the board here. So these are all 6 grass starters from the official gens, since we don't have Gen 7 yet. Do we have... if you can't pick a favorite, that's completely fine.
I think we should do best and worst.
Does anybody have a favorite? Does any have a least favorite? I think this easily goes without a doubt. Least favorite is C.E.E.T.A.H.
Yeah,
for everybody.
C.E.E.T.A.H, as much as I kind of did kind of crap on some of the other ones, C.E.E.T.A.H worst, Snivy best. With Bulbasaur being close second, but that's also a nostalgia thing.
You give Snivy another point.
Snivy is by far my favorite grass.
I can't hold her name. The one that's the world turtle.
The word
Torterra?
Yeah,
that's your favorite.
So my favorite. I like Snivy a lot in the final form. It's pretty, but I love the cohesion. I love the story. I love the idea of little things living on the forms.
I also fall on Torterra, partially because Torterra is literally the only grass starter I've ever used. Now we've got fire starters, and
gotta make the joke one more time. Wicked fire starter.
Twisted fire starter. I'm kind of torn here. I have to give it to Typhlosion.
The Cyndaquil line for me is the best, I think.
I'm really, really torn here because I like 3 of them. I still like the Charmander, I like Cyndaquil, and I like the Fennec ones.
Interesting. Okay.
And since I have to pick, I'm gonna be difficult and go with Charmander because I still really like that.
Fair enough.
My least favorite is the T-Pigs. The T-Pigs.
Okay.
I don't like Chimchar very much either, but I can find things I like about the Chimchar line, and I really can't find anything I like about the T-Pig line.
Yeah, T-Pig, no. I mean, the starter is kind of cute, but it falls apart for me.
I will split with you there. I still
You really dislike
I hate Fennekin's ears.
Sure.
I just can't move past it. And waters.
Mudkip easily. The Mudkip line.
Mudkips.
There's almost no comparison.
Gotta love Mudkips.
I really don't like water, I guess. It's just some base level.
See, I'm 3-way tied here too. I love Mudkip, I love Piplup, and I love Squirtle. If it's design we're talking about, I have to give it to Mudkip as well. I think I like Empoleon and Blastoise more, but Mudkip as a family still takes it out.
Least favorite.
Ooh, that's actually harder. I think looking at them all together really helps put this in perspective.
It really does.
I think Oshawott is my least favorite.
The Oshawott line.
As much as I love Duat, I think the others at least vaguely work. I think Oshawott is just a bundle of stuff.
The last one, the frog one.
Froakie?
Yeah. I don't find any of them cute.
For me, nothing really edged out the Totodile.
Totodile?
I just really don't like it. I mean, once again, I kind of like the same as the T-Pig thing. I can find at least a few things about the Oshawott line that I do kind of like or think are cute. There's really nothing about Totodile that I like.
So this one might be the hardest. These are also the smallest pictures, so you might have to come in. Can you pick a favorite from all of them? Clearly, Snivy is your favorite starter.
I'm trying to look at all of them. I'm trying to take a step back and
it's
look
okay.
at them all design.
Go with your gut.
All design wise, but none of the rest of the design. Like I legitimately, when I picked up the game, when I looked at the Pokemon, I was genuinely just blown away by how much I liked it. I was just like, you are so cool. I want to take you forever. I want to train you. I'll make you so pimp. You are awesome.
Despite the fact that I cannot hold the name in my head, the Turtle World is my favorite. I love the story.
Turtwig, Grottle, okay. And I have to give it to Typhlosion. Easily,
Typhlosion is a very close second.
Typhlosion ripped me away from, I adored water. Typhlosion ripped me away from water, even if Totodile hadn't sucked. And he is still basically the bar that I judge all fire types. Alright, so we're back. And we had to tally up and then kind of mix around some shit. So it should probably come as no surprise whatsoever. The winner of worst designed starter period is Chespin to Chestnut. It's just completely, like, it's unanimous across the board. No one liked him. So working up...
If you liked him out there,
that's okay.
Awesome. I'm glad that
I'm
you were
glad...
able...
Again, as we said, like, there's aspects of him that are just almost there, but as a familial whole, we just don't think the design works that good.
But if you love him, you love him.
Yeah, go on. Get down with your chestman. So coming in at number 5, we have Fennekin, who got 2 votes, and 2 from different peoples. Technically, she tied with Charmander, but both of the Charmander votes came from this lady over here, so Fennekin eked out there. Turtwig and Snivy come in basically tied, but 4 and 5 respectively, with 5 votes each. 4 and 3, whatever. Yeah, 4 and 3. You're right. You got numbers down.
Oh yeah.
Yes, 4 and 3. Both had 5. Both were basically split between all 3 of us as pretty decent. Then at number 2 we got Cyndaquil, which swept up 6 votes, and then he was eked out ever so slightly by Mudkip, who also eked up 6 votes, but took every single vote from all of us whenever he was in the running, basically, beyond our personal favorites. So yeah, there we go. That's what we think are the 5 best designed starters in the entire series, barring the potential for the starters of the Alolan region.
Which we're super excited to see how that all works out.
Maybe we'll do a really short version of this again when we actually have canonical, definite versions of them to see if our picks change at all.
And if you enjoyed this at all, and you like looking at our dumb faces and talking about our dumb shit, pop on over to my channel. We're going to talk about the Mega Evolutions.
All the Mega Evolutions. None of us have played any of the games where Mega Evolutions exist.
So once again, this is purely
so it's just design.
Mega Evolution.
Exactly. We'll cover that for you later.
So anyway,
thanks.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yep, thanks for coming, guys. I have no idea how long this is gonna be. Probably not exactly short. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button for me. Maybe leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite and least favorite starter of all of them is, because
tell us that we're stupid.
Fun to talk. Yeah. Tell us why we're wrong. Explain to me why Charizard is the best starter there ever was.
Explain to me why Chespin is the best and most cutest and best designed Pokemon that's ever been.
If you liked this video, while it is markedly different than some of my other videos, but if you think we were entertaining, maybe hit that subscribe button and join the Murder of Crows so you never miss a video in the future. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.